Okay, hey, part two. That was actually FedEx, and it was a comical little story. He said that they rented the vans because they had too many packages to deliver. The van says Metro Tax Service. We're outside of Metro. We're a different county. We're not Davidson. We're Sumner. And so it was kind of weird. And he said somebody met him at the door with a shotgun. I said, I bet. If they were going to increase our assessment right now, I'd probably want to meet someone at the door with a shotgun too, right? Um, all right, so where were we? I know where we were. So that's my first one. Gonna do. You should, if you did the increase 1 2 1 2 1 2 1, however it is 1 2 1 2. You should end up with, I think, 18. And this is where we're going to change a typical increase, because if my next row I go 1 1 2, or even 1 2 1 2, you see how it's already, if you look at yours, it's already starting to go in like that. And it's okay for it to go in a little bit, because when you stuff it, it will, stretch. It'll stretch it flat. But if it goes in too much, it's going to look like one of those old pieces of glass that you see them in antique stores all the time. They sat on top of the telephone poles. They're like transformers. It's going to concave up and like that, and that's not what you want. So I am going to increase 2 times. I'm going to increase 2 times in 2 stitches and then do 1 single. I'm going to see how that falls because I don't want to increase every stitch. So let's see, we should know by the time we get about over here how it's going to fall. So, why did you say hi to your sister? Have you not? There was somebody in the yard, so now Digit wants to go out there. Thank you. Bless you. Now Digit's going to want to play. Oh, it's time to play. Somebody sneezed. That wasn't fair. That was not fair at all. You take your evil little witch throwing stuff right back.
What?
She sneezed and my nose ran. I had a snuff. That is not cool. Not cool, Miss Lucy.
Yeah, anyway, so.
Yeah, like totally so. So that was your 1. So let's try that again.
Henry.
Okay, so it was. There's your 1. There's your 2. Okay, so you got your 2 2s, and then you're going to do 1. I think mine is laying a lot flatter, and it's pulling it flatter, so I should just have the divot there. How's yours looking? Okay, so I'm going to pause this, and I'm just going to continue like that all the way around. So it's going to be 2 half doubles, 2 half doubles, 1 half double. That's going to be your pattern. 2 2 1, and you're going to go all the way around to your stitch marker. And the stitch before your stitch marker should end on the 1. It should end on the single stitch. or it should end on a 2, and the stitch marker should be a single stitch, and that should end your round. Mine got wonky when I was talking, so I'm going to go off camera and do mine, because my stitch count is going to end up different. And if I have to make an adjustment, I'm going to, like, pull it back up, and I'm going to show you what I did to fix it so I don't have to pull it all out. That's all I do is just fix it. Alright, so, see you in a minute. Okay, hey, I can't find my little, and I had it out yesterday, and have no idea where I put it, but my little measuring tape thing. So because my camera didn't time, my thing didn't time out, it was set for a 3-minute timeout. It took me about 3 minutes to get the rest of the way around. This is about as big as I want my chicken for the size legs we made. The little Madonna boobs. So if you go much bigger, what's going to happen is these little stubby things are going to look like little tiny, like disproportionately. If you're going to exaggerate something, you would want to exaggerate the feet on an art doll or a stuffed animal. So to keep in with the exaggeration, this is where I'm going to stop, is this row. The rest of the rows, see, I ended on a 1. So I didn't fix it, I just, whatever, it's there. Nobody's going to inspect this. If they do, piss on them, right? Okay. So, each row here on out, you're just going to work in the round. This is how I do it. I take my stitch marker and I put it on the outside loop. Instead of going through them both, or on the inside, and I decide, okay, seeing I don't have my ruler, I'm just going to use a piece of scrap yarn I got. I'm going to hold the yarn. I'm going to say, how high do I want it to go? And then I'm going to measure this. This looks like it's about a 1/2 inch. And so to get the 2 inches, I would need to do 4 rounds. So I need to go around 4 times. I think for the size of my bottom, I'm going to go up 3 inches. So I'm going to pause this while I work a half double crochet in each one. You're not going to increase on this row. You're not going, all you're working is you want to keep that same size. So you're just going to single crochet or half double crochet in the back loop only. I'm gonna go and do 6 rows. So I will meet you back after I do 6 rows, and I'm probably actually gonna stop the video here because it's gonna take me more than 3 minutes, and I don't know that much about shooting the videos to know how to merge them and all that fun stuff. That, and I gotta cook dinner, so I'm gonna go ahead and upload these other 2 videos for you, which you're gonna see this and you'll be like, duh, Jen, duh. And then if we get a chance to sit down and watch TV, I'll shoot the rest of the video, or I'm gonna do those 6 rounds and after I cook dinner, and then I'll do another video on what the next step is going to be to make it look like a chicken. What I would also do when you mark this, then I would, at least for my first row, count your stitches as you go around. Remember, this is your last stitch here, and that's your first one. I get real lazy and I leave this and I will work in the round, and when I get what I feel like is 6, I'll count my rows up from where this is, and I will use this as my marker with, okay, and I'll count up 6 rows from that. And if I'm not at 6 rows, then I'll do another round and count up. I don't move this every round, and that's really a bad way to do it. You do it how you want. If when you get to the stitch marker, you move it, that's what you do. I don't do it, so I really don't want to you'll see it when I come back. You'll see where it is, and you'll be like, oh, well, and I can show you, and I'll just have to remember to do that. Okay, bye.